Every Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 fantasy army is currently under siege inside of this castle. They have 100,000 units. They're under siege by monsters. 4 million of them. We have the Predators here. We've also got ourselves Dracula. On top of Dracula, we also have ourselves Ghostface from Scream. And finally, we have ourselves Frankenstein. But they're being led by two beasts in the back. That would be King Kong and Godzilla. 4 million strong units versus 100,000 random fantasy units. Let's see who will win. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe with notifications turned on, and comment down below. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alright boys, we're gonna press start here and go in slow-mo for the beginning so we can check out all the different fantasy armies. So we have Green Army Men up front here. We've also got Chaos Marines right here with the chainsaws. We've got ourselves Space Marines from StarCraft and Lego Knights right there. Everyone's kind of compact within each other here, but it is what it is. Over this way, we've got ourselves some Red Halo Spartans as well as Toadstools from Mario. Ultramarines are scattered throughout this entire battlefield, by the way. If we go further back this way, we do have Bumblebee right here from Transformers, and Thor, there he is, he's kind of squished, Thor from Marvel. We've also got ourselves, but of course, the 212th Clone Troopers from Star Wars, and then Elvish Spearmen up here from Lord of the Rings. So, that should be all of the units. There might be a few more that I'm missing. Oh yeah, we've got Game of Thrones White Walkers out here. Not White Walkers, the zombies that the White Walkers make out there as well. So that's kind of fun too. Either way, let's go into normal speed here as a number of Predators approach the Green Army Men and start to just absolutely claw the living crud out of their plastic, and those guys are dying pretty quick right there. But, you know, they were just sort of caught on the outskirts of the battlefield. It makes sense that they die relatively quickly. It's going to be the guys inside of the battlefield castle walls that survive for a lot longer. Now, it's important to keep in mind that, you know, the Predators, the Ghostface, they're powerful units. They're pretty darn good, but they're probably not going to be able to do this without the help of Godzilla and King Kong, who are all the way back there. Those are the real champs of this battle, although they are slicing and dicing through these Lego Troopers and Toadstools really, really quickly. Look at that. Making quick work of those guys. All right, here come the Frankensteins, who can really, really run. Holy cow. By the way, the actual original Frankenstein, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, is so good. It is such a good book. I highly recommend reading it. It's such a good book. Okay. Either way, those guys are running on in there. This side seems perfectly safe at the moment, and that's because most of the Ultramarines are over here, and so they're able to just sort of spam fire into all of these different Count Draculas and just get an absolute metric ton of kills on them. Over this way, though, some more Draculas are coming on in, and they're actually able to get up to these Elvish Spearmen and kill a solid number of them, driving them back bit by bit as this battle goes on. The defenders have already lost 13,000 troopers, so that's 13% of their force. That's a sizable amount of their force. But the attackers have lost almost 200,000 of their 4 million. That's pretty good too. That's a pretty solid, beefy chunk right there. So both sides are definitely taking some losses here. The defenders getting so many more kills than the attackers at the moment, but we'll see how long that goes on for, of course. This is going to be a long battle, but a very, very fun one. Still don't have Godzilla or King Kong in here yet. Look at this. All right, Godzilla has, that's a lot of zeros, 625 million health. He's almost got 1 billion health. And King Kong right here has 350 million health. Also very, very high in health. So these two boys, Godzilla just made huge strides forward, by the way. They are extremely hefty boys, and they will do some serious damage when they get up here. It's just a matter of them actually getting up here, because they're super duper slow. They are incredibly slow. But here we go. All right, Godzilla's up there, and he's taking swings at some of those army men, killing droves of them at once right there. Oh, and he kersplodes a bunch of these Chaos Marines and stuff like that, scattering them all over the place, and then the Predators continue to just sort of chase after their rolling bodies. Wow. That's extreme. That's a lot going on right there. Oh, King, what are you doing, King Kong? Okay, he is, oh, he's making it forward. He's like, Godzilla is not having all the fun today. No, sir. So with these beasts being introduced to the battlefield, the defenders are starting to take more and more losses. Oh, he sort of flips around. How much health does he have? Yeah, he's barely lost like 25 million health. But of course, he's got extreme concentrated fire on himself. You know, he might go down at some point here. 20,000 dead defenders now, though. That is a hefty number of dead defenders. They do seem to be holding all of the outskirt positions pretty nicely here, though. I mean, yeah, these elvish spearmen taking on Dracula pretty decently, pretty decent. And of course, you know, Ghostface over this way. Oh, these are more Dracula. Where's Ghostface? He should be over here. There he is. Oh, he's kind of getting in over this way, actually, along with some Frankensteins, taking on Ultramarines and StarCraft Space Marines right there. That's kind of a funny combo. But yeah, I mean, they're getting in here, but they're still taking extreme losses. Extreme losses. Meanwhile, of course, you know, the Godzilla and the King Kong, those big boys are the ones that will make a difference in this battle, whether or not these guys win it. 500,000 attackers dead. That's impressive. 1/8 of their total force, and only 71,000 defenders remain. Oh, King Kong is on the ramparts, and he falls off, and he gets back up, and he kills like pretty much everyone up here, and brings with him a few Predators as well. That's kind of funny. Not the Chris Hansen type. Every time I say it, I think of that. It's just bad. And the entire interior here is under threat. Godzilla still trapped outside the walls here. He should go around to the big gap right here where all the clone troopers are. That would probably help him out pretty much. Why don't we go ahead and time-lapse these two big beasts attacking? I think that'll be pretty fun to see. Alright, so the big monsters have made it into the castle. Very slow progress, though. I mean, they're very slow. They're barely getting any kills, especially King Kong over here, who's just kind of a dunce. Look at this. He didn't open up this door. He just stopped. Oh, wait. He's kind of getting them now. That's smart, because if these guys here all die, then these guys here can come in and kill King Kong and his enemies. Well, he won't kill King Kong, but they'll kill the enemies. You know what I'm trying to say. So that would be very smart to clear that area, but instead he's going deeper in this way, where there's more heavy resistance for him. Way more heavy resistance for him to fight. I mean, it's gonna be way tougher. There's so many more Ultramarines, Space Marines. We've got more Lego Troopers. We've got more Toadstools, stuff like that, ready for him. How many? Okay, he's at less than half health. That's pretty darn good. And then Godzilla over here, oh, he's at less than half health too. Okay, so these big titans might be dropping out of this race pretty soon. It's just a matter of how much damage they can get on the remaining survivors before they die. And that's going to probably determine the rest of the battle, because right now out here, these Space Marines are still living and still managing to absolutely cook these Ghostface, these Draculas, and these Frankensteins. They're cooking over here. Oh, wow. They're body piling all the way up to here. That's pretty baller. Yeah, this is very dependent. These guys need to get so many more kills to win the battle for the guys. I think if they die, it might be Jover. There's still 2.7 million attackers left alive, which is good, but the defenses are really strong, except against these massive titans. I will say that. That is very true. So there's only 43,000 defenders left alive. So they're at 4/10 of their starting force. That's not fantastic. You know, that's pretty bad, but it's not insurmountable for these guys. You know, we could do this. We could do this. Either way, why don't we go ahead and time lapse these guys fighting again and watch as these guys potentially go down. Well, boys, King Kong is dead. He did do a pretty good job of taking out a lot of these defenses, and now the monsters have a clear-cut avenue inwards, which is great, although they're still dying pretty good. It's tough. And then over here, these guys are making it through the doorway somewhat, which is helpful, and they are getting some swings on these guys, so they could go down at some point. How is Godzilla doing? Okay, he does not have a ton of health left, but he's cleared out almost all of the clone troopers in the foyer over here. And look at this, the Predators are coming on in and starting to get swings on Ultramarines and stuff like that. Probably kill them pretty soon. There are still clones up on the ramparts though, which is good, but yeah, they're gonna get attacked. Whoa, okay. Those guys don't exist anymore. Roger that. Okay, I guess they're done. Holy smokes. Oh, look at this body pile over here. These Frankensteins and Ghostface killers coming in hard and fast against the Red Halo Spartans, the Space Marines, and Ultramarines, and Toadstools up this way. That is crazy. Whoa, look at these body piles over this way, too. I think all of the Lord of the Rings elves are big time dead, by the way. That happened a while back, but, you know, still important to mention, I suppose. Still good to know. And then these ramparts are still alive, which is great that these Green Army men are still managing to get shots in, although they have such little damage they can do with their plastic bullets that I'm not sure how many kills are actually getting out that way. You know, it could be just kind of trivial and not the most helpful. By the way, Bumblebee might be getting involved in this battle because I think he can shoot. Yeah, it looks like he is firing his blasters a little bit there. And I don't think Thor's involved yet because Thor, I think, uses the lightning and he has to be a lot closer to get those kills. So Thor's still kind of out of this thing as of right now. But let's go ahead and do another time lapse and watch Godzilla die. Alright boys, I was working on building my Daily Bricks Lego video for this weekend, and it looks like Godzilla did end up perishing. So, now all of these predators and zombies and ghosts and ghouls and goblins or whatever can come through the foyer freely. And it looks like also Godzilla took out a number of Ultramarines over this way, so that might open up a little bit of an avenue over here as well. But there's only 1.8 million attackers left alive. That's little under half of what they started with, which is not very good. You know, they've taken out a lot of the defenders. There's only 30,000 remaining, which is, you know, 30% of their total force. You know, that's good, but the rest of this is going to be super hard to take out. I mean, if King Kong and Godzilla couldn't do it, I don't know if Frankenstein and Ghostface and Predator and Dracula can do it. But I think the best shot they've got is over here, where there's still a ton of enemies, and they're all coming up over these ramparts and attacking downward in this body pile. I think this could be the area where they succeed if they were to succeed. This is going to be extremely hard for them, but I do think that this could be the area. So let's time-lapse nice and close in here and watch as this body pile continues to go up and the defenders continue to kill Frankenstein after Frankenstein after Frankenstein as trying to come up after them over here. Let's do it. Well, boys, that was a long time lapse, and it looks like these guys have made some breakthroughs, actually. Oh, there's predators all the way over here now. That's crazy. But not a lot of enemies remaining. There's less than 500,000 of them remaining. 26,000 defenders currently remaining. So yeah, the attackers are gonna lose this thing, for sure. Oh, look, they made more body piles. Over here, there's a pretty big one with these guys going up and over. And then over here, there's a little bit of a smaller one going on. Defenders are still dying, but at a much slighter rate now. So Yeah, I think the defenders definitely have this thing in the bag. They've done a great job. They've killed 3.5 million monsters at this point, including Godzilla and King Kong. Godzilla's body is just gone, though. I'm not sure where that went off to, but King Kong's still over here. Unless I'm just, like, blind. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, the defenders doing a very, very solid job of continuing. I wish we could see the stats for each of the fantasy armies. Like, see how many the Ultramarines killed, see how many the Clone Troopers killed, the Lego, you know, etc. I think that would be super neat to see. Sadly, not possible in the current state of this game. I'm not even sure if they're going to update this game ever again. There's been no future stuff after the workshop update, so not entirely sure that's going to happen. But either way, let's just go ahead and let this run for a while and see who wins. I think I know. Alright guys, been another 20 minutes here. 25,000 defenders remain and 193,000 attackers remain. So not a huge update or anything like that, but I thought I'd let you guys know that this thing is still ongoing at the moment and these guys are still full charging in and doing some damage, getting a few kills here and there on these boys, but overall nothing too crazy. You know, it still seems like it's just going to be a fat L for the monsters. Alright boys, there's a mere 72,000 enemies remaining. What I say we're going to do is we're going to take our remaining defenders and we're going to send them out there. We're going to send them fighting, baby. Because why not? Just like have a little fun with it. I think we should do this more often at the end of videos. Is like if a long siege is going on, we just send the boys out there. Send them curb stomping the enemies. So we have a lot of melee units now getting in the way of the range units, which certainly doesn't help. So actually, oh god, they're not killing anyone. Hold on, wait, guys. You first must kill the enemy, the Batman. Okay? Are they doing it? There we go. Now they're fighting. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Good. Now you can charge. They were not fighting for a second there. And they lost like 2,000 soldiers almost immediately. Just by doing absolutely nothing. But now they're blasting these guys. They've already gotten 10k more kills. They're going hard. The toadstools are going very, very hard. You love to see it. These boys are moving and grooving through the enemy. Easy as pie. Let's take one of these Space Marines and just go have some fun, man. They don't have crazy health, but they do have like absolutely insane weapons that do explosive fire, which is just so fun. They're kind of baller. They're pretty friggin' baller, baby. You gotta love it. Look at this. Look at all this action happening. 56,000 enemies remaining now. They're going down big time. They're gonna die out pretty soon here. Nice. And there we have it. The defenders win with 20,000 soldiers remaining on the battlefield, destroying 4 million zombies. Very impressive. Either way, guys, that's going to be about it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe with notifications turned on, and comment down below. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.